Hi guys, Ryu here, and let's continue with our rifle. So, we don't have much to do, so we're getting closer to finishing it, but we still have, some stuff to tackle. And, well, one of the things I wanted to do is do something with this, because I'm not really super convinced that this is the best way to go about it. So, what I mean is this part here, right? What I want to try to do, okay, is grab this this bit, all right? So let's grab this bit and, all these. You're going to be kind of accurate in here, so this is fine. We're going to cut it, so don't worry about it. Let's remove this from the equation. So just the bottom and Shift D, right? Now P2 it on selection, and let's grab this and let's go to a local view. Now let's see what we got in here. So first of all, we need to clean this junk here. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's grab a cube. Let's move it in here and make it smaller, right? And we're gonna rotate it. And we're gonna literally slush it in here, okay? So Control minus, right? And then, where are we here? We didn't grab something. Something is missing. So select these two and FF. And we need to cut the front as well. So Shift D and move it in here, and hold your control to rotate it precisely, and simply Control minus. And this is a little bit too deep, so let's see. Let's move it a little bit up here like that. And let's actually apply both booleans. So let's move them above everything. And let's apply them, okay? Now let's go back. And let's see. Now we need some solidify with it. So let's grab a solidify. And let's move this solidify to the top. And let's move it outside, okay? So this way. And even thickness. And let's see what we got here. Control L. Get rid of this junk. Let's go back. And this is way too thick, right? So we need to make it, small. I mean, kind of thin. Maybe something like this, maybe a little bit thicker, okay? Let me see. Something like this could do. Like additional plate here that's gonna support this structure. There's some problem in here. We need to fix this. So go to occlude, and something is missing. Probably one face or something like that. We can just clean it with machine. Maybe it's gonna fix it. Maybe it won't. What is going on in here? Let's hide this solidify for a sec. Our face is missing. Okay. So simply press 4 and we're done. So, okay. So now this shading here is a bit weird. This shading is a bit weird. Can we actually fix it like this? I think we can. All right. So what we could do is we could actually cut it in here, you see? So we could grab this, right, and rotate it like this and bring it in here and literally slice it, okay? And let's see how deep we can go with this. So, because we want to make it interesting. Maybe something like this would do. Maybe. Not sure about this. I'm not sure about this. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's rotate it back. And let's simply cut it a little bit deeper. So this edge here, you see this edge, this one, I want it to go. So let's cut it like this. And is this straight? Let me see. Yeah, this is straight. So let's simply select this one and Control minus, okay? So now this is a little bit better in my opinion. And this one's gonna be too close now. So we need to move it outside, right? So G, Z, right? Yeah, move it outside. And before we do that, we need to apply the boolean. So let's move the boolean to the top and apply it. And now we're talking. So GZ and move it outside here. Wait a minute, something got cut in here. Why did it get cut? Wait a minute. Did we by mistake apply a boolean to... What is going on here? Wait. Something's not right. Ah, the booleans were moved. The booleans were moved, I think. Oh no, the booleans weren't moved. What we did is we moved this item, but we didn't move the booleans. Alt R to reset the rotation, and RX and rotate it to 90 degrees, and GY and move it GYY and move it inside until it actually cuts it properly, okay, in the middle. So we're gonna rotate it again, and then we can actually cut it through. So now let's apply this boolean. See, that's why I like applying booleans, because in hard ops, right, what happens that cutters are being... Box cutter is actually parenting cutters to your mesh, so you don't have to think about realigning that stuff, okay? So now RXX, and we're going to rotate it again like this, right? And GZ and move it outside here, and Bob's your uncle. And now we're actually too deep in here, see? So we need to go a little bit high, a little bit wider. So GZ, move a little bit wider. Somewhere here is fine. So we're going to actually move it a little bit lower because come on. Shift 7. We're gonna move it to the middle of this object, somewhere here. And what we need to do now is grab this one, and actually we're going to chamfer it like this, okay? But don't go too deep, because you're gonna encroach on this this bit here. It's gonna destroy the bevel, you see? So you gotta be gentle with it. This is probably max as you can go. You're not gonna get any more leeway there. No space, simply no space to go. So now we're going to actually design something here. So all right, so now what we need to do is we need to follow this angle, okay? Otherwise it's not gonna work. So watch this. What we're gonna do is select this face and go to this mode here, right? And we're going to extrude it. No, we're gonna inset it a little bit, okay? So just a little bit like this. Then go back here and then extrude it and leave it alone. Don't straighten it out. Then scale it a little bit, and then what we're gonna do is actually inset it, okay? To which size? To this size. I don't think this is a circle. That's the problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to local, right? Is it connected? I think it's connected. So Alt P and clear parent keep transformation. There we go. Now why this is not a circle, that's what I want to know. So if this is not a circle, we can try to make it a circle. Okay, so let's do this. This is gonna be outrageous, okay? So SXX and literally scale it until you see a circle. And this should work. And we're gonna copy to the other side. But there you go. So now let's grab this one, and this should fit now. So Shift 7, all right? So you can scale it using S. And we can now move it, this one, to the position. But before we do that, what we need to do is we actually need to extrude it. So extrude it out here, Shift 7, and then go grab this one, okay, the leg, and put it just on top of this, okay, in the middle. So if you want to align it precisely, what you can do is bring a cursor here, grab this, select this ring, bring a cursor here, right? Then go to object mode, bring geometry to cursor, okay, here, and then align this object to cursor, and it's going to move it exactly in the middle. Then we can move back origin point to geometry. Now we're in the middle, so now we can actually have some fun. So let's make it smaller and inset it, and insert it here, and we got some hot lining because we got double edges like this one. Just make sure we remove the correct one. We need to remove this one, dissolve edges. Problem gone, I think. Yep. And you know, scale it a little bit. Let me see that. Scale it and insert it and extrude it out and do something like this. Now we should be good. Okay, perfect. Now this one needs a bevel, right? We cannot have a bevel in here, but it's not set to angle, so there you go. And we do need some kind of it's just too common for me, you know what I mean? I need something in here, you know, like a dessert after dinner, that kind of thing. So let's grab this and grab this one up too. Let's bring it to local actually, and grab W selection and select these. Do not go too far, select it up to here, okay? Because we're gonna cut it. Do not select the rings inside, and we could actually select all of it here. This. Do not select anything that's inside like this one, okay? So control unselect it, and make sure none of the faces inside are selected, you see? So just outside bit, okay? Shift D, alright, this shell, and P to its own selection, alright? Now let's grab this this shell. Now let's collapse these modifiers because it's confusing. And let's grab the mirror, not the mirror, bloody hell, the solidify, that's what I wanted. And extrude it outside, okay, a little bit. And this solidify needs to go, you know, higher above the bevel. And this kind of thickness will do, okay. Okay, so what we need now is we need a cube. Okay. What's going on in here? Some shading issue. Weighted is weighted normal was below the bull tool. I don't even know what this bull tool is supposed to do in here, but I guess I'll leave it. So anyway, let's grab this one and let's grab a cube, right? So cube, and let's go to local and let's make this this cube smaller. We need this one and the cube. Now let's align the cube to this surface. So just simply snap it with Control G. Select this face and, you know, align it like that. Now what I want to cut is kind of like a casing or something in it. So GZ and move it in here and literally slice it, okay? So now let's see this. Let's go back and see how we're looking. GZZ. And all I want to move is this one, okay? Just the cutter. GZZ. And let's move it down. Let's move it somewhere here. And what I'm going to do is introduce a bull here. I mean, not the bull, the edge. And I'm going to move it up, okay? So GG and or GZZ. Move it up like this. That's too far. GZZ. Somewhere here, maybe. And maybe, you know what? I have a better idea. Let's move this one to the top. And let's move this face down. Like this. Maybe this is gonna be cool. Maybe we could actually boolean this like this. How about this one? No, that doesn't make any sense. This is actually pretty cool. I like this one. I'll prefer if these were actually aligned. So Control A top and this one and Control A top. Yeah, that's better. I kind of like this. So let's grab this this one, right? And let's go here. And what we want to do is we want to apply the solidify and we want to apply the boolean. Then we want to grab another cube and just, you know, drop it in here and make it narrow like this, and just move it in here and rotate it. In fact, before we rotate it, let's actually align it. So let's align to this face here. So Shift 7, come on. Where is it? This face. Shift 7, there we go. Grab this cube again, and let's align it with this edge, okay? More or less. And put it somewhere here. And what I want you to do is apply rotation and scale. And actually we want to move it on y-axis. Yeah, we want to move it inside. So again, let's align to this face. Now we need to align it manually because we lost the global rotation. So let's add array. And this array should be going this way. And literally let's rotate it like that. A little bit more. And make sure that that both corners are the same distance from the edge. And just slice it. And we need to move it above everything, right? And of course what we need to do is simply boolean this, and then what we need to do with this mesh, we need to run the edge, otherwise we're gonna have a bad day. So again, I'm just gonna run a tool here, I mean the knife, just like that. That's fine. As long as it goes through these cutters, it's okay. To be honest, going this will be better, so let's remove this one, and let's actually run it this way, at the angle like this. Okay. Perfect. So now we can actually apply it. Now let's see how we're looking. I think we're looking pretty good. So let's hide this to cutters, and oh, come on, I don't want a new collection, I just want to hide it. So let's grab all these and hide them to cutters. This one too. Hide it to cutters, and we're good. So now let's see. We need a bevel in here. So mirror bevel. Bevel set to angle, which should be working, and it is working. So everything is peachy. See, now these legs look a little bit more interesting, more sci-fi, you know what I mean? And we're gonna put some screws in there as well, so just to enjoy ourselves. In fact, what we could do, we could actually round up these edges, so to make it a bit more interesting, you know what I mean? So we could remove this one, dissolve edge, and grab this one. And this one, and let's see if we can, you know, kind of round them up a little bit like this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I actually like it, to give it a bit more interest, you know. In fact, you could we can actually leave it sharp in here, or we can actually bevel it as well in here, just a little bit, just for fun. Delete this vert. Ah, fascinating. What is going on in here? There must be something at the back. Let me see. Other double edge, or there's double vert in here. Okay, let's do it again. Select this one and just bevel them. Small detail, but kind of interesting. Also, what we could do is this bevel actually catching? That's my question. 1, 2, 3 segments. Turn the clamping off, and there we go. Now it's working. Okay, perfect. I was wondering what's going on here. There's some shading issue in here, and I know why. It's caused by this line here. So we're gonna remove it like this, and everything should be peachy. So let's see how this line goes. This is a disaster, so we can actually combine it like this. It's gonna be better. And this is acceptable, but not ideal, but I'm just gonna let it slide. And what's going on in here? Oh, it's fine. Alright, so we can actually mirror to the other side. Ah, it's mirrored already. Perfect. So you see, that just looks a little bit more, you know, really cool in my opinion. We could actually drop some small screws in here. We're not gonna cut any holes because we're already in a 1.5 million tris area, so let's not push our luck, shall we? Let's apply this solidify here. Don't know what this bowl tool is, but we're gonna apply the solidify, and let's actually soften up these edges a little bit like this. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better, you see. And we're gonna grab some screws in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a cylinder, and it's gonna be a small one too. So grab it in here, Control G, and move it on y-axis. Let's change it to global and move it somewhere here, and GY, we get to make it really small. Okay, I mean small like this. It's gotta be different than these screws for the gun. Okay, it's gotta be small. So Alt D X and move it in here, and literally Alt D and move it in here. Okay, or even here. This will do, I think. And let's combine them all together, right? And Control J. In fact, yeah, it's okay. In fact, you know what? Ah, it's okay. Let's just combine them. Control J. And let's shade it smooth and just simply cut it. So Control minus. And it's okay if it goes through. I don't really mind. So all I'm gonna do is simply move this bowl tool to the top, and this one as well, and simply apply it, and we're done. So grab this one and move it to cutters. And now what we can do is just check the aftermath. It's maybe not too bad. I mean, this one is a disaster here, so we need to fix it. This would be a much more optimal way of running this bevel. And let's see here. This is not too terrible. This is okay too. It just seems that this one is it's very, very, very interesting, because this one was actually, what we're gonna do is because what I want to do is I want to select these, and yeah, and these. Let's turn off this pass through. Let's deselect these. And now let's see, Shift 7 and actually SX, and let's shrink this. Yeah, we will need this one as well. So let's select this one too. And where is it? This one, right? So now Shift 7. Nope, I want from here. So Shift 7. Oh, you bastard. That's okay. We're gonna scale it on SX and literally scale it a little bit in. Not too much, just a little bit. Don't squash it too much. Just a teensy weensy. How are we looking? Yeah, this is acceptable. There's a bit of a problem here, so we need to clean it up. Remove this triangle, and this edge definitely needs to go. Everything should be peachy. Clean it up with 3 and Bob's your uncle. Alright. So what we're gonna do is apply the mirror, right? Because the mirror is causing us some grief. So remove the mirror first, and let's fix this, shall we? So let's grab this let's grab this here, and let's introduce a loop and go to side view. In fact, insert this a little bit like this, and then side view. Where is it? Here. And let's scale it like this. That's pretty cool. Okay. And what we're gonna do now is actually change segments to 3 and remove this clamping. And now we're going to mirror it to another side. So grab a mirror and mirror it to the other side across this and apply it. Okay, peachy. So this would be our legs, guys. That's it. I think next video we're gonna finish this one because we still need some details in here, and then we're gonna finish the magazine, and we're literally getting really close to finalizing the whole rifle. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.